Hello everyone and welcome to my coloring corner. Today is All Things Thursday and I know I've got this video coming out really late. I had a doctor's appointment this morning with my youngest son for his sleep clinic and I was waiting for things to come because I knew they were on their way. So they finally came and we're going to take a look at them, a quick look at them today. And of course we're going to do a hug. So the hug we're going to do today is this hug. It's the lizard with his log. It's a lizard log. Lizard log hug. Why he's hugging on a log, I'm not quite sure. But it's adorable. So we will be doing that hug today. Out of 100 Hugs by Chris Riddell. So the first thing that I'm going to show you is this cool little gizmo. This is a app that you put on your phone and it will accurately measure color and tell you. So if I put this on here and I scan this with my phone after I put the app on it, I haven't put the app on it yet, it will tell me on the Peloton color wheel what color my sweater is exactly. So if you find something that you have to color or want to color accurately, or a color that you want to see what color that is and maintain it, remember it, the phone will tell you. Isn't that cool? My husband bought me this. I haven't played with it yet. We might play with it tomorrow. We'll see. The next thing I got in is from a company called Grabby. And this company isn't the manufacturer of these pencils. It's just a company that carries them. Uh, Asked me to do a review of something in their store. And though they have many, many, many different things in their store, um, a lot of them I already own. So I don't have a lot of watercolor pencils, so I told them that I would review the watercolor pencils the best of my ability. And so they sent them to me. The one thing that I have a problem with not even getting into the package itself is when I received the package, the part that clips onto the snap here is missing. So it's at some point during shipment or before shipment, it broke off. So there's a problem with the packaging. I won't ever use this packaging again, so I am not too concerned with that. My concern with that is what happened to it to cause that damage, because there's also some damage up here on the lid. These were packaged quite well in the box they came in, so I'm not sure if it was during shipping or before shipping. But it's got a good range of colors. It's got 120 pencils and a paintbrush for the watercolor. And these are watercolor pencils. I'm trying not to move them around too much because I don't want you to see what's underneath yet. So I'm going to quickly slip what's underneath off. So it's a surprise. Alright, so let's take a look at the range of colors on these. So it has a pretty good range of colors. I wish they didn't have them all mixed up like this. That really bugs me. But it has 4 trays of colors. They don't have a company name on them, like a brand name. It just has the watercolor brush, watercolored pencils, and high quality. They remind me in the way that they're printed here with the bands on the end, the number on the end, and the high quality here as my Obos colored pencils. So I'm not sure exactly what brand these are, but they look very, very, very similar to my Obos. And instead of watercolor, they have the color name and the obos, but they don't have any other branding on the pencil itself. On the package here, it says Riancy, Riancy, blendable pencils. So I guess that's the color name, or the company name is Riancy. Riance. And they do have, oh, they have the Pantone colors and numbers on the back here. So that'll be fun to play with the Pantone app. See if they're actually very close to the Pantone app information. Let's see if I can pull this out. Of course, it's going to be fussy because there's all sorts of things to catch on. Oh, come on. It's not that difficult, guys. Come on. Okay. Why am I having such a hard time with this? There. My goodness. Alright, so they've got the... let's see if I can see it up close on the close-up camera. My goodness. So it has the Pantone numbers, like Pantone 4 PC or 2 PC, you know, that sort of thing there. Let's zoom in on it and see if we can see it a little bit better. Alright. So that's a yellow. Let's focus it. Not that way. Alright. Well, it was focused for about 3 seconds. Oh my goodness. Okay, I think that's the best we're going to do. Yeah, so we've got 104 PC, 4 PC, so 84% yellow, 7% M. I'm not quite sure what M means. I'm quite sure if I look it up on the Pantone thing there, they'd be able to help once I get the app in. That's kind of cool. So it gives you the percentages of each color level. So that's cool. Awesome. Yeah, so for example, the pink here has a little bit of yellow and a little bit of these two colors. I assume one is red and one is white, but magenta maybe? Yeah, cayenne, yellow, magenta, and I'd like to say green, but or it could be black, or white. You know, like the non-colors, the black and the white. Yeah, because there's an orange and it's magenta and yellow. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. Very cool. I'm enthralled by their packaging. Hold on. Ah. So it says blendable pencils are perfect coloring solutions, rich, vibrant pigments, expertly balanced shades, provide superior blending. And whether you're a beginner, a hobbyist, or a professional artist, the premium pencils are ideal for all your creative work, quick sketches, and all the way to intricate details. So I'll show you the pencils, and I'll show you what I mean by they look a lot like my oboes. So I'll grab an obos since they're right close by here. One sec. I might have to let's check and see if this will reach. I don't know if it'll reach. Hold on, guys. Yeah, it's not gonna reach. I'll be right back. I will grab that for you. Okay, so here is the oboes. So it says colored pencil, high quality, and then the oboes logo there. But see these two little bands and then the numbers? So let's find number 7 here. And they're pretty close to the same coloring. And of course, the writing is identical. The font on this one here is a little bit smaller. The Obos pencil is a little bit thicker, so it's bigger around, but they have the same band, the same number, the same writing there. So I do believe that these are manufactured in the same manufacturing facility as the Obos colored pencils. Not a bad thing. I like my Obos. So hopefully they'll have a really good pigment. They are a thin pencil. They're actually thinner than the Obos. But they're a watercolor pencil, so that's not really an issue because you're going to be laying down the color and then spreading it with a water pen or a paintbrush. So I will be going through and swatching these. Of course, I will go through and rearrange them into their color order. Now they have the color order here on the back of the box, but it's not the color order. Well, this is the Pantone color order and not quite the order I would put them in, I don't think. So I will probably reorder them so that they're in color order. Right now they're in number order, and I may end up swatching them just in number order so that I can I'll switch over to the main so that I can sort through them. Like I said, they're all over the place. So basically they've made it so that every tray has a little bit of everything in it. And I'm not overly fond of that because when I'm grabbing for a blue, I want it to be in the blues. When I'm grabbing for a green, I want it to be in the greens. You know, when I'm grabbing for a purple, I don't want it in the browns. You know, that sort of thing. So, yeah, I'll go through them and I will do a swatch of them. So we've got some swatch time coming up tomorrow. Now, I will let you know that the company that sent these to me, like I said, is not the manufacturing company. It's a retail store, and they are called Grabby. And Grabby is actually going to be having a Thanksgiving sale coming up for Thanksgiving. And of course, you can go to their website, and I do believe I have it here. just one moment because that website isn't showing there. So I do have it here. And I will, of course, leave it in the description below. Just gotta find it. I was just reading it this morning. Where'd it go? Ah, there we go. So it is, yeah, www.grabby.com. Their Black Friday sale page I will be placing in the description below the video, so that you can go and take a look at their sale. I will also be leaving the link to this product itself, and they are giving us a 15% off code as well. So make sure you use your 15% off code if you purchase anything from Grabby, because it does help the channel out a bit. If we have enough people purchasing, they're going to sponsor a giveaway. So that'll be cool if they can do that. But that's up to you guys. You know, like I said, you got to purchase from their site using that coupon code. Of course, all of that information will be below the video, so that you guys can take a look and see what you see. But like I said, these do remind me a lot of the Obos, which I'm kind of looking forward to because I love my Obos colored pencils. And if their watercolor is anything like the colored pencils, this is going to be a lot of fun. All right, so let's try to stick this back in its package. Oh, this is going to be funny. You thought I had troubles taking them out of the package. All right, so I'm going to put them in here. Straighten them all out. And then we're going to stick them in here. I think putting them in the package might not be as difficult as getting them out. But we will see. Because if I can make it more difficult than it is, I will. Aha, I got it. Yay. All right, so those are the colored pencils, the watercolor pencils, and they come from Grabby.com. And Grabby.com has sent these to me free of charge for review. So these I did not purchase, just so you know. And they have offered the coupon code and the sales information and everything else as a part of my review. Okay, now for the biggie. Are you ready? I have big things. Ta-da! So I got the Starjoy Golds in. They came today. I haven't even looked at them. I have taken the cellophane off of them. I was not happy with the way that they were shipped. So if you're listening, Lori or Andy, any of you, Amazon is shipping these in a bag, in a plastic bag. They are in a little cardboard sleeve, and they're being shipped in a plastic bag. Luckily, the manufacturer has had the foresight to put a small bit of foam here. It's not a lot, but it does help protect the pencils a little bit. So it comes with a little booklet, and let's see what's in the little booklet. Okay, in the little booklet is your swatch chart. We will not be using this. We might play with it a little bit, but I'm just trying to think of what those are for. I'm quite sure I will figure it out. I'm not quite sure why they've got two different type of swatches there, but I will figure it out. I haven't watched a lot of Lori's videos. I really haven't had a lot of time, so. But they say it's a unique coloring system, so we'll figure it out. All right, so they have on the lid here all of their colors in color number order. They say this is in color order. I don't know if I like the color order. They remind me of my woodless color pencils, just with wood. Does that make sense? I think I put them, where did I put them? I think they're in here. Yeah. Alright, so, let's see, there's one. Alright, so this is my woodless color pencil, and this is a Starjoy gold. So see the resemblance? The Starjoy gold, of course, has got wood on it. Light blue and vanity pink. Okay, so they've got a 3R, so that's, you know, obviously red. This is an orange red. Coral should be a bit of an orange. Or salmon, yeah, orange. This is red orange, which means that the red is, see, it says red orange, but it's an orange. Why it doesn't say OR like this one? Which is tiger lily. I think maybe my thoughts on, see, this is a yellow, so it's got the yellow. This would be a yellow orange. So why does orange not have OR on it? It has R, red orange on it. Not quite. Okay. So they don't smell a whole lot. Actually, they've got a little bit of a chemically pungent odor that dissipates after you open it really quickly. So you can smell the paint on the pencils quite a bit. I do see a couple with some manufacturing issues. I'll switch it over to the close-up camera, like this one here that has a split barrel. I'll see how far down it goes. If it is all the way down to the core, I don't see it under the paint, and I don't feel the ridge of it. Usually if you get a split like that, you can feel a ridge down the barrel to the end of the split. They don't roll very well, but I'm not having too many that stick straight up at me when I roll them, which is good, of course. Yeah, I've got a couple here that once I'll have to sharpen them to find out. The factory sharpen on them don't look right. So once I sharpen them, I'll be able to tell. But because they are dipped all the way down the end, I can't take a look and see which ones are centered in the barrel. There's a few of them that look like they're poorly centered. This is a nice color. A nice set of the pastel-y colors. Again, I'm not getting any jump. Cut a little bit there. But I feel like there's something underneath the tray. No, maybe not. Okay. Alright. Of course, they are in the cheap, flimsy trays that most colored pencils come in. So, of course, they will not stay in this tray or the box because I don't like the cheap trays. I find them hard to use and irritating to work around. Of course, they are all over the place, just the same as the other pencils are. So I will probably be going through them and rearranging them so that they are in the color order that I prefer them to be in, which I think should be fairly easy to go by. The color chart here, because it does list the yellow, green, yellows, that sort of thing. So it'd be fairly simple, I think, to pull those pencils into one place per color family. I will be swatching these and, of course, reviewing them tomorrow during Fun Stuff Friday. Alright, so we've got two pencil reviews tomorrow for Fun Stuff Friday. We have the Starjoy Gold Edition. This is now replacing the Starjoy colored pencils on Amazon. The Starjoy regular ones are no longer available. There is a coupon code for this set of pencils in my Enable station. It'll take 20% off of the cost for the colored pencils. Lori over in Color My World has the the coupon code as well on her description of her videos. Yeah, so great deal. It comes down to about $11 off with the coupon. Excuse me, as well as a 5% off or whatever it is on Amazon as well. Alright, so that's cool. We will be doing that as well as these tomorrow for some fun stuff on Friday. Alright, guys, so let's do a quick hug. Let's not lose the little paintbrush that came with those paint pencils. We're going to grab our You Buy colored pencils here. We're going to put our little lizard there. Any cute? Chameleon, whatever you want to call him. He's a type of lizard. He's really cute. Alright. I'm going to hit the close-up button here. We're going to zoom out a little bit so that you can actually see all of him. And I will show you the picture that I was working on yesterday for for Work in Progress Wednesday, and have been working on for the potluck for the Facebook group. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to grab this and I'm going to use this because this is a little bit smaller and might fit in there a little better. No, not really. Trying to keep it with the curve of the book. There we go. That's a little better. So I will show you the picture all finished up because I finished it earlier. So let's start with a little bit of a yellow-green color. And this is a very lime kind of green color. And I'm just doing a base coating. This is not the color that's going to remain there. It's just the base color, because we're going to do him in some greens. Just because I don't know how to do a gecko color. I do if it's got it has to be standing a certain way for me to be able to get it properly. This guy is sitting. It reminds me of a what is it called? Salamander type of creature. They usually it could be a mud puppy now that I'm looking at it, which are not green. They are brown. But we can work into that. Yeah, now that I'm looking at him, he reminds me of a mud puppy, which is a type of lizard that lives in the water. It's an odd little thing that's in between a lizard and a frog. So we'll be coloring him with some browns, I guess. But we're going to put a green undertone on him, because I really don't want him too close to the same color as the log. Okay. I'm really tired for some reason. I don't know why. So I keep yawning, and now I've got my eyes all blurry. Hold on a sec. Sorry, guys. Oh, goodness. Wish I wasn't so tired suddenly. Well, I wouldn't even say suddenly. I've been tired all morning. I think it's because I had to people. Peopling makes me very tired. So we're going to put some greens in here, but then we're going to add some browns as well and some reds. The reason why I'm putting the greens in, like I said, is I don't want it to be the exact same color as the wood of the log that he's hugging on here. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. My goodness. How many of you just yawned? Oh my goodness. Like I said, I don't know why. I'm just really tired. Alright. And we're going to leave some of this green stand out with the brown. Now, mud puppies come in all different colors, usually browns or pinks. Sometimes they come very pink, very translucent. But most of the ones I've ever seen are brown, just like the mud. They are mud brown. That's probably why we call them mud puppies. Alright, so now I'm going to take a lighter tan color. And I'm going to fill in little areas, darkening that yellow a bit into a bit of a tan color. Working it into that yellow. leaving some of that grainy yellow behind. We'll put in a darker brown as well. Alright. Okay, I'm going to give it a sharpen. Maybe. Did not want to sharpen. Alright. Bring this out here a little bit more into just feathering it out into that yellow, not taking it all over. Same with here. And up into here. Just leaving some of that yellow there. Well, I won't even say yellow because it's got a bit of a green. It's a yellow green. We're going to add a little bit more of a green to it as well after we get the browns in. If we find it necessary, we're going to leave his lips in that color. And we're going to come down his whiskers. It's almost like a catfish's whiskers, but it's a mud puppy. Like so. Now we're going to come up off of his chin here, darken up the areas that are shadowed, and give that brown into the rest of the skin. Following Chris's lineage there. Like that. Alright. So this is hug number 91. Amazing. We have 10 more hugs to go after this one. Isn't that cool? Then we have colored the entire hug book. Alright. Once again, just putting in some of that brown here. I'll be going into these areas with a darker brown. Leaving some of that yellow green. Alright. Oh, move it a little closer so I can see what I'm doing a little better. like so. And moving on down his body here. So many little details. You don't see them until you're actually putting color to them. Okay. So I hope everybody's week has been good. Mine has been busy. Unfortunately, this is a busy time of year for me. It's a lot of year-end doctor's appointments and end of COVID type of doctor's appointments where they're actually asking you to go in and whatnot for myself and my son. So I've got a eye doctor's appointment coming up, and so does he. And he's got his yearly physical. And, just so many different doctors and doctor's appointments. It's kind of people-y, way too people-y. I don't like people-y. I am not a people in-person person. I don't mind one or two, not much for big crowds. And with COVID, people are really up in the air on whether or not they want to be protected or don't want to be protected, want to wear a mask, don't want to wear a mask. Yeah. If you, my opinion of it is, it's up to you. You either get the vaccine shot or you don't. That is 100% your choice. However, if you're not going to get the vaccine shot, you know, don't get mad when a venue or a place that you want to go says, well, you can't go because you're not vaccinated. And, make sure that when you're out in public, wear your mask. It protects us. Our masks, when we wear our masks, don't protect the person wearing the mask. It protects the people that aren't wearing, that are on the other side of the mask, who you're standing in front of. So if everybody's wearing a mask, it protects everybody. I understand there's some medical things and whatnot that, you know, prevent people from wearing the masks. But, for those of us that can, we really should. Because it doesn't help you any at all if I'm wearing a mask and you're not. Well, it doesn't help me any at all. And basically what it ends up doing is making people feel that, okay, this mask isn't helping me when I'm in a room full of 100 people or 20 people or however many who aren't wearing masks. So what's the point of me wearing it? Because you're going to get sick either which way. So if you're not vaccinated, wear your mask. Just don't go out in public in large areas with people without masks on. Everybody should be wearing a mask. I know some states have removed the mask requirements, but I don't trust this virus at all. It just keeps on mutating. we're not going to talk about that anymore because I can rant for hours on that. We're going to go back to coloring where it's relaxing. Alright, so I'm still using that light brown, that tanny light brown, going through and putting that in to all his color areas, all his shadows and crevices and little finny things and little scales and whatnot. And we're just feathering that out into that yellow green color. Into the centers between his toes because those are webbed. Definitely an aquatic creature who is not in the water. That's the great thing about these mud puppies is they don't need to be in the water all the time. They're a mixture of a frog and a lizard type thing. Alright. I didn't do a lot here. I was still deciding on whether or not. So I'm not going to change the color of his belly area. I'm going to leave it this tanny brown color, I think. And then we'll work the darker colors into the tanny brown for the rest of the areas. Oh, goodness. It's a small thing, but it just seems to take so long. It doesn't help that I'm tired. My brain says, hey, I really, really want to color, but hey, I really, really want to go to sleep. Alright, now we've got a bit of a darker red type of brown. We're just going to go into some of those darker areas. I'm not going to get too dark with it because I don't want it to match the color I'm going to use on this stump here. And we're just going to darken him up a little bit. Like so. Alright. Oh my goodness. So tomorrow's hug, because we have a couple of different types of coloring pencils to play with, I think we'll end up with them just doing it in Starjoy because it's a fairly small picture and I don't want to, well, we can try it with a little bit of watercolor. Yeah, we'll try it with a little bit of watercolor, and basically what that'll do is that'll give us the test for the water test for the Starjoy on actual paper. Now this won't be too much of a fair test for the watercolors because it's not watercolor paper at all, and this paper is very thin, so I won't be using a lot of water with them. But yeah, we have two little gnomes there. We can do one in the Starjoy and one in the watercolor. But it'll tell us if the water or the Starjoy pencils are water resistant. Alright, I think we've got dark colors in there. Just going to move on down here. Probably bored to tears at this point. Oh, goodness, it's already been an hour. Alright. I'm just doing this area here, especially in the bright area, the area that's going to be hitting a lot of light. Doing that a little bit thicker. And extending it into that light quite a bit. Now I'm leaving his belly with the yellow, green, and the tan. So we're going to move on to his leg here. And his bottom. Getting that dark area. Like that. Oh goodness. Alright, just getting that all in there, getting that dark color in. And of course tomorrow during Fun Stuff Friday, if I do have anything else come in, I don't have anything expected, but if I do have anything else come in before tomorrow, because I still have to check the mailbox because it wasn't there when I checked earlier. Um, if I do have anything else come in, of course, I will be looking at them tomorrow during Fun Stuff Friday. And I'm going to darken his nails here. Like that. Now we're going to come down his tail. Like so. Alright. Okay, and there we have the colors of our little gecko dude. Now we're going to grab that yellow green again. And we're just going to... Oh, I missed that leg. Alright, let's grab that color again. Let's actually finish it in. Make sure I get in here too. A little bit deeper. There we go. I completely missed this leg. I got his foot, but I completely didn't do the leg. Alright. And of course I was off screen, so you didn't see me anyway. Alright, so I'm just going to go in a little bit with this yellow-green color. Just in some of those highlighty areas. Like that. Sometimes I relax myself so much I just want to go to sleep. No, I'm just tired. I don't know why. I think it's the weather. It's very rainy. Rain makes me sleepy. It's all dark and gray and dusky and it's like bleh. Alright, and there's our lizard. Lizard. Now we're going to take this one here, I think. That's not the right spot. I'll put it in the right spot. This one goes here. Alright. Now we're going to take this one and we're going to blanket color the whole log. Just block coloring at this point and just getting color on the page. Not trying to be too precise in all areas, just making sure that there's at least some color on all the pieces, all the areas. Alright, now we're going to take a darker brown and we're going to start adding the definitions. In the lighter areas, we're going to use a little bit lighter of a color than we are in this deeper area here. So as you can see, I'm just following that lighter area that the artist has given us. Alright, almost all done with the lighter area here. Keep on zoning out on you, I'm sorry. Alright, now we're going to grab the darker brown. We're going to sharpen it. And we're going to go in to the darker color areas, of course. Alright. Get his shadowy area here done. Like I said, this is going to be a lot of browns on brown. Just so you know. Because logs are brown. That's just what color they are. Alright. Then we're going to take that light color again. And we're just going to quickly go over everything one more time. Get those highlights and everything filled in. Alright. We're almost done with the log. here, so I've got to turn you a little bit. Alright, now we're going to take our light brown. We're going to do the bottom of the log here, because we all know that the inside wood is lighter than the outside of the bark. Like so. Then we're going to take our dark brown and we're just going to put in that shadow. Follow those lines a little bit. Like that. So keeping an eye on where things are. Making sure I try to get all those circles, the year lines on the trunk. Alright, and there we have that. Now I'm going to put in a little bit of green on this area here. I know it should probably be a sandy color, but there's just so much brown in here already. I'm just going to do this area in green. Just because there's just already too much dirt color. I need something just to liven it up just a little bit. I'll put in some darker notes there as well. Alright, let's grab a bit of a darker green. I think this one, maybe this one. Let's start with this one. We're going to go around some of those little nodules and rocks and under the creature here. The mud puppy. I don't know what everybody calls them. I just call them mud puppies. I am quite sure that is not the technical term for them. But that's what I grew up calling them, was mud puppies, because they look like a little puppy. Well, when I was a kid, they looked like a little puppy. Not so much anymore, but... Okay. I think we're almost all done our hug here. Alright. Let's see. And there we have our little hug. And this is hug number 91 out of 101. So we have 10 more hugs to go. And then this book is all finished. I'm going to move you in a little. I had you zoomed out just a little bit so that I could do the showing of the pencils without smacking you in the face with them. So there is our mud puppy hug And he's such a happy little mud puppy with his log. It's so cute. Grab sparkle pen here. And we're going to put in the date, which is November 18th. 2021. And this is hug number 91. 91 hugs, all up and ready to go. So we have 10 hugs left. So we have this one here, which we will do tomorrow. We're going to do this one with, we'll do this one with 2 different types of pencil. I will try not to put too much water on the watercolor pencil, but we'll be doing this with the 2 different types of pencils. And then we have the woodcutter hug and the lovin' on the puppy hug. And then the centaur hug, the mermaid hug, the Jack and Jill hug, and oh, I know this one, the invisible rabbit hug. He's an invisible rabbit. And another mechanical hug, and the harpy hug, and then the mother-son hug. And that is it. That is the end of it. Look at that. We have almost done it, guys. There's an entire book. Almost an entire book, all colored. Thank you all very much for joining me in the 100 hugs. For all of you that are still coloring along with me, thank you very much for that support and that participation. I really do appreciate it. So that is our hug of the day. Tomorrow we will take a closer look at the 120 watercolor pencils from the Grabby company. Of course, I will put all the information from Grabby in the description below this video, as well as in the description below tomorrow's video. Yeah, other than that, guys, thank you all very much for joining me. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Oh, I was going to show you. I finished it. I finished the turkey dinner. So there's our turkey dinner. All finished up. All ready for Thanksgiving. I made a strawberry cake with strawberry sauce. Yum. So it's all finished up. It is in the album in the Facebook community for the event. It is also in the description, or not the description, in the community page for the channel. And of course, I will be putting it in a sleeve and putting it in my colored stuff. I've got this tape on it and I don't think I like it. I put it on there because the page started to curl, but I'm really not sure I like it on there. I might take it off because it's not sticking the way I want it to, but it keeps it, I was hoping it would give the page a little bit of rigidity and keep it from curling, but it's not doing that. So I will probably peel it off, or I'll put it in there with it on it, and it'll straighten itself out. All right, guys, thank you all very much for joining me. I hope you have enjoyed the hug of the day as well as the sneak peek at tomorrow's Fun Stuff Friday. Of course, remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you want to, support the channel. That is always the best way you could possibly do that, by hitting that like button. Of course, if you want to financially support the channel, you can definitely do so by hitting that join button below the video. What that does is it gives you all of the information on our tiers for our memberships. And all the different perks that are available with membership. If you do want to help out the channel, there is a financial cost for membership, and that does go towards the channel. So please, just hit a membership deal and a tier, I should say, and I can't wait to see you in our memberships. All right, guys, other than that, always remember to relax, color, and stay safe. Thank you all so much for joining me. You have a fantastic day. Until next time, bye bye for now.